Hey gamers, and welcome back to Clever Boy Gaming. In today's episode, we will share 50 facts, secrets, and Easter eggs about the Nintendo Entertainment System. 1. The Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, was originally developed as the Famicom in Japan, launching in 1983 before hitting North America in 1985. 2. The NES introduced a unique 10 NES lockout chip, preventing unlicensed games from running, which laid the groundwork for future console security. 3. Shigeru Miyamoto, the creative genius behind Mario, was inspired by his childhood experiences exploring caves and forests in Kyoto. 4. The NES's iconic controller design, with its rectangular shape and D-pad, was influenced by the need for simplicity and ergonomic comfort in gaming. 5. Duck Hunt was one of the first games to utilize the NES Zapper peripheral, showcasing light gun technology that amazed players in the 1980s. 6. The infamous Nintendo Seal of Quality was introduced to assure players of high standards, but it also created a barrier for many developers. 7. The original Super Mario Bros. Was developed in just under a year, a remarkable feat considering its intricate level design and mechanics. 8. Metroid was groundbreaking for featuring a female protagonist, Samus Aran, whose identity was hidden until the game's conclusion. 9. The Konami Code, a legendary cheat code, originated in Contra, granting players 30 extra lives and revolutionizing gaming strategies. 10. The NES had a limited color palette, yet creative developers like Takashi Tezuka used it to craft vibrant and memorable worlds. 11. The Super Mario Bros. Speedrun record was once set by a player completing the game in under 5 minutes, showcasing incredible skill and precision. 12. The NES was the first console to feature battery-backed save memory, allowing players to save game progress in titles like The Legend of Zelda. 13. Final Fantasy, originally a last-ditch effort for Square Enix, became a defining RPG, spawning a franchise that continues to thrive today. 14. The Mega Man series was initially designed with a blue protagonist to stand out against the game's colorful backgrounds and enemies. 15. Tetris was released on the NES in 1989, popularizing puzzle games in the West and contributing to the console's enduring legacy. 16. The NES was one of the first consoles to utilize a marketing strategy targeting children, with vibrant advertisements and engaging TV spots. 17. The development of The Legend of Zelda was revolutionary, merging exploration with narrative, inspiring future open-world games for decades. 18. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! Featured real-life boxing champion Mike Tyson, who lent his likeness and voice, adding authenticity and appeal. 19. The Gyromite game was packaged with the Robotic Operating Buddy, ROB, a peripheral that failed to catch on but is now a collector's item. 20. The NES had a unique pause feature, allowing players to take a break, which was revolutionary at a time when games were often relentless. 21. Castlevania was inspired by classic horror films, and its haunting soundtrack helped cement video game music as a legitimate art form. 22. The iconic NES boot-up screen, featuring the simple logo, became a nostalgic symbol for gamers, evoking memories of countless adventures. 23. Earthbound, known as Mother 2 in Japan, was a quirky RPG that became a cult classic, largely due to its humor and unique setting. 24. The NES had a secret Game Genie device that allowed players to enter codes for cheats, igniting a new era of gaming experimentation. 25. The Ninja Gaiden series was notable for its cinematic storytelling, incorporating cutscenes that pushed the narrative boundaries of video games. 26. Punch-Out! Featured a unique training montage mechanic, allowing players to learn and master their skills through practice, akin to classic sports films. 27. The NES was instrumental in establishing video game franchises, with characters like Kirby and Link becoming cultural icons worldwide. 28. The Star Tropics game included a real-world letter as a puzzle, requiring players to solve a riddle using a physical item mailed to them. 29. The NES's Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, was a bold departure from its predecessor, introducing side-scrolling gameplay and RPG elements. 30. The Turtles in Time arcade game was a smash hit, later adapted for the NES, popularizing cooperative multiplayer gameplay among friends. 31. The NES had an underappreciated library of educational games, blending fun and learning, with titles like Mario Teaches Typing. 32. The infamous Battletoads was renowned for its punishing difficulty, leading to a legacy of humorous frustration among players. 33. Kid Icarus was initially envisioned as a platformer, but its blend of action and RPG mechanics created a unique gaming experience. 34. The adventure of Link introduced a unique experience point system, paving the way for future RPGs, where player growth became vital. 35. Notably, the NES has been credited with popularizing the concept of Easter eggs in games, with hidden messages and surprises for players. 36. The NES had a thriving homebrew community, allowing fans to create and distribute their own games, fostering creativity and innovation. 37. Contra was known for its cooperative gameplay, allowing players to team up, which was a rarity at the time and increased its popularity. 38. The NES was engineered to withstand the rigors of play, featuring a robust design that has allowed many consoles to survive for decades. 39. The Super Mario Bros. Franchise has sold over 368 million copies worldwide, making it one of the best-selling video game franchises in history. 40. Nintendo's innovative choice to use 8-bit graphics created a distinctive aesthetic, which remains influential in indie games today. 41. Yoshi's Cookie was one of the first NES games to feature timed levels, adding a new layer of challenge and excitement to puzzle gaming. 42. The NES introduced RPG elements into action games, blending genres in a way that would influence countless titles in the years to come. 43. The NES's launch lineup included Super Mario Bros., Duck Hunt, and RoboCop, showcasing its diverse offerings right from the start. 44. The NES was initially met with skepticism in the US due to the video game crash of 1983, but it quickly turned the tide. 45. The Famicom Disk System in Japan allowed for games to be easily rewritten, a revolutionary concept that preceded modern downloadable content. 46. The Zelda series has spawned numerous sequels, with each installment building on the foundational mechanics introduced in the original NES title. 47. Mega Man 2 is often cited as one of the best NES games, featuring an innovative stage select system and memorable music that resonates today. 48. The NES's impact on popular culture is profound, influencing movies, TV shows, and even fashion, as seen in the rise of retro gaming aesthetics. 49. The final NES game, Wario's Woods, was released in 1994, marking the end of an era for a console that shaped the gaming landscape. 50. In 2021, the NES celebrated its 35th anniversary, a testament to its enduring legacy and the nostalgia it evokes in generations of gamers. And there you have it. Thank you for watching this episode of Clever Boy Gaming. Please like and subscribe. And like always, keep gaming.